What up, this is Afrojack, and you're listening to Release with DJ Reelax.
The number you have reached has been disconnected. The new number is...
The phone booth.
All right, here we go. It's in the phone booth. It's a great pleasure to welcome one of the biggest names in dance music at the moment from the Netherlands. We are talking to Afrojack.
What's up? I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, very good, mate. Thanks for joining me. It's been a momentous year. It really feels 2011 is the year where absolutely every door in dance music is open to you right now. How are you feeling about this year so far?
I'm super happy about this year. I toured around the world, and I've played in some new countries, and I've played in countries I've played before. Played in Australia again, I've played in America a few times, and I just loved it so much. Europe and Australia and America has been really, really good to me over the last year. And I just fun and lots of parties.
It does seem to be that way. We expecting you back here in Australia for, I think, this year when you get here for the Stereosonic tour, which you're doing once again. You did it in 2010. It'll be your third time to Australia this year, I believe.
I tour in the summer, and this is going to be my second time. And next year I'm going to try to come there like 3 times, 4 times a year, because I'm having so much fun every time I'm there. I want to be there more.
Well, we want to have you here. Absolutely, there's no question about the crowds and the numbers turning out are a reflection of that. But also, America seems to want to have you at the moment too. It really seems that you are hitting the top there at America. And I believe it was a big year there for you also with Miami Music Conference at the beginning of the year. And then from there off to Ibiza, where... Did you just do your first Mambo session?
It wasn't my first Mambo session. I've done it a few times. But this time it was extra fun because a lot of my friends were there. All the guys from Mambo were there this time. Paris was there, and we just had a great time all together.
You talk about Paris, of course. How's that coming along?
We just recorded a song together. We're still working on it. It's not nearly finished. I played it once on a festival. Like, if you look closely online, you can find like the rough version of the song, but it's not near completion yet. And we're going to re-record the vocals and everything because it was just a sketch. But it was lots of fun working with her, and I might even record another song with her.
Okay. Well, speaking of albums, have you, I believe, said you're going to try and get your own album done perhaps by the end of this year?
Yes, I don't want to do it by the end of this year. Like, I've been thinking a lot about this, and I wanted to make sure that if I did an album, it was because I have lots of fans that respect me and some look up to me, and I don't want to let them down or anything. Like, that's the least I want to do. Yep. So the album I'm going to do has to not only fulfill their expectations, but like exceed their expectations. You know, I want them to hear my album and go like, wow, like, that's my boy, you know? That's how I feel about my fans. I don't want my fans to be idiots, and I don't think they want me to be an idiot or make shitty music. So I'm going to put a lot of effort, time, and, actually everything I have, I'm going to put into the album. And I want to make it not just a CD with 50 minutes of music, but I want to make like 2 CDs, 160 minutes of music, and some like booklets with it, and some movies, and like everything. I want it to be an experience. I want to share my life in one little box with my friends.
It must be a pretty daunting task to do, to narrow everything down just to, I guess, now you're saying 60 minutes. How do you even start to do that with a man that's done so much in such a short amount of time? How do you even begin to start with that sort of concept?
Well, I think it's basically the energy I got from my fans over the last years. They inspire me to inspire them. Like, I want to make something that inspires them and gives them a whole new experience. And I think that's where I get the energy from to do it and the inspiration to do it.
Has there been any, inspirational standouts for you over this year? As we said, it's been a momentous year for 2011. We are talking to Afrojack in the phone booth right now. You have travelled the world with numerous gigs. I know America has been a big scene at the moment. Australia is still a very lively scene. Has there been that sort of is one inspirational moment you've been able to pinpoint in the last year?
I think the most inspirational moment in the last year, I think the biggest party I've played this year, like club party, was in Excess in Las Vegas on the 4th of July. At one point we were in the DJ booth, and it was me, Steve Aoki, Lil Jon, Flo Rida, and Chuck Liddell, Holly Madison. like all these crazy superstars and musicians, and I'm not sure, but I think deadmau5 was there too. And we all got drunk and we had so much fun. Like, that's why I don't remember if deadmau5 was there or not, because we had a lot of fun. And that's like, I think for me, artist-wise, Vegas has been the most inspirational thing this year, because we just did another party there 4 weeks ago, and then it was me, Rehab, Reelax, deadmau5, and Sebastian Ingrosso, and Alesso. So that's like, we were all there together and partying. So I think I had the best times in those two parties.
Absolutely.
But that was only because I never get to see those guys, and we're friends and we have fun together. And that's what I had last year on Stereosonic. It was, we were like hanging Diplo, Tiesto, Ingrosso, and we kicked it. We had fun.
Absolutely. It is said that, one of the great things about the Australian tours is you get to spend a week with some of your peers you don't normally get to do, and form some great friendships. So I imagine you must be looking forward to that once more as you head down to Australia for the second Stereosonic tour coming out in November.
Yeah, it's like one of the biggest things on my schedule. I'm also doing the Creamfields tour in South America before that, and a small tour in America. But for sure, the biggest thing I'm looking out to this year is for sure it's Stereosonic.
Man, I guess you talk about the album coming up in the future. What else do you have time for on the cards for Afrojack in the near future as you end one summer and start another summer? What's on the horizon?
Well, I really want to work on my album. Well, I'm looking at the lineup right now of Stereosonic. Yeah, I see a lot of my friends there. Let me see. Bloody Beetroots are crazy fun guys.
Yep.
Stop Focus is a cool guy. Mr. Oizo is a great musician and a good guy. MC Stretch, I know him from Holland, I think.
Wow.
LMFAO are really big party guys, and we had lots of fun times in Vegas. Cascade is a good friend of mine. Benny Benassi is going to be lots of fun. Like when he starts partying, the party doesn't stop. Ferry Corsten, Dirty South, wow, this is going to be fun. Annie Mac, great party girl.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to try this tour to teach Avicii how to drink, because last time he didn't really know how to handle it. I think this is going to be a fun tour.
We thank you for stopping in and having a chat with us. I know it is a very busy schedule, as always. Just a couple more before you go, I guess. Who is always looking at people in your position, I guess, what trends you're seeing or artists you see coming through? Who have you got in your radar at the moment?
Well, I'm pretty sure you guys already heard of him, but this is the biggest producer DJ that's coming up right now. His name is DJ Rehab. I think he's going to do next year what I did 2 years ago or last year. I think he's going to break through like really big. I pushed him a lot, and I've been in the studio with him a lot, and he's a great guy. And I think he's going to have lots of fun this year. The biggest act that's going to come up next year is Shermanology. It's a group of 3 singers I signed on my label, and one of them is also a really great producer.
Yep.
And I actually did my next single together with them, and we produced it together, and we wrote the vocals, and I think it's going to be really cool.
Yeah, listeners to the show would know them. We've been playing a bit of their stuff, a couple of their mixes already on the show, and it's good to hear that they're going to make the next step, so we'll definitely check them out, Shermanology.
Yeah, for sure. They're like one of the most actually the most talented singing, producing group I know right now. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be big, and I'm going to push them there because they deserve it. They're great singers, they're great writers, and Andy's a great producer, and I have lots of fun with them. They're really nice people. So I'm going to make sure they at least get introduced to the world, and I'm pretty sure the world's going to love their shit.
Thank you, sir. It's been a pleasure to talk to you, and we're looking forward to having you back to Australia real soon and to see what is in store with the album and also the summer ahead for Afrojack. Before we go, we always like to ask, is there something you can play on the show for us? And I believe you have something in mind?
Yeah, I would love for you guys to play a new song of mine with Steve Aoki called No Beef. It's like my last video, and I think everyone likes it. And I really like it, so I hope you guys like it.
The video before, it looks like a hell of a party in Vegas. And I've got to ask the question, what's with the camel?
Yeah, wait. Like, it's not a camel, man. It's like, everyone says, it's an effed up camel. It's not an effed up camel. It's a sample that I've turned around and flipped around.
Yep.
And I made it say something completely different than what it was supposed to say, but it's not effed up camel, so the mystery continues.
Brilliant.
If you want to hook up with me to party on Stereosonic in Australia, like, hook me up on twitter.com/DJ Afrojack. And as I said, if you want to see the video, Afrojack TV on YouTube, and you're going to hear the song now. This is Afrojack and Steve Aoki, No Beef.
For more, head to djrelax.com.